Hi guys, welcome back. Let us look at some examples. In this example, guys, we want to convert from degrees to radians, okay? And we have part A and part B. Let us see how we are going to do it. So for part A, guys, let us start with part A. Keep in mind there are a few different ways of doing it. One of the ways is you can just multiply by a ratio if we like to remember the ratio. Or guys, the way that I like to do these things is first I like to remind myself that pi radian equals to 180 degrees, or you can also rewrite this as 180 degree equals to pi radians. So based on this, guys, what I do is if 180 degree equals to pi radians, then I know 1 degree is going to be equal to pi over 180 radians. And if that is 1 degrees, then to find 120, we got to just multiply by pi over 180 degrees. Sometimes people just remember this ratio pi over 180. Guys, it comes with practice. Or I kind of go back to the original relationship, and from there we can basically get that ratio, and you can multiply this degree by pi over 180. Okay, so once we do it, guys, we got to simplify. So this is how we are going to simplify 120 and 180. I'm going to bring 180 below 120, and there's a times pi. Then I have to simplify this, guys. Sometimes you can just use a calculator to do it, but other times if the answer is in like a fraction, then I would like you to kind of do it without even using a calculator or without putting everything in a calculator. So guys, 120 or 180, you can simplify. It is divisible by 10, or you can cross out the zeros right away. Then it is just 12 over 18. I like to do it in steps. Then 12 and 18 are both divisible by 6. So it is 6 times 2 and 6 times 3. They cannot be simplified any further. So it is 2 over 2/3 pi is the radian measure. So it's 2/3 pi radians is the equivalent measure for 120 degrees. Sometimes if you want the final answer as a decimal or as a number without a pi, then guys, you can just do 2/3 times pi on a calculator, and you will get the equivalent form in decimals, or yeah, mostly it will be in decimals. Okay, so I usually like to leave them like this if in case like if it does not tell me to kind of convert it into a decimal. Okay, so this is how you do part A. Guys, part B, same thing. You have this 297.25 25 degrees. You got to multiply this. Now we already know that we got to multiply it by pi over 180. So I'm going to multiply this guy with pi over 180. Now in this case, this is slightly different. So first I'm going to rearrange the same way like I did in part A. 180 goes downstairs this number times pi, but then it is kind of a little complicated to simplify this without a calculator. So you can just use a calculator to simplify all that. And once I simplify this, I get this close to negative 5.19 radians. So I also use the pi symbol on my calculator. I didn't have to type the value for pi. There's already an inbuilt pi symbol on my calculator or your calculators. You just got to press that and simplify, and we get negative 5.19 radians. Guys, as I said earlier, you can do the same thing here if you like, but if you want to leave the answer as a fraction with pi's, then you leave it like this. In both cases, it's totally fine. But if you are looking at a multiple choice thing and then you don't have a decimal value, then you got to know how to leave it or how to keep it like this. Okay, so that's why I wanted to show you both or different types of examples here, but they're not too complicated or too difficult. All you have to do is, in this case, multiply by a ratio pi over 180. And in the other one, when we convert from radians back to degrees, guys, it's just going to be the reciprocal of this. You got to multiply by 180 over pi. I'm going to show you those two examples as well in the next video, guys. Till then, keep practicing, practice more examples to convert, and I think it's not too complicated. Okay, see you next time.